Good morning, Pokemon fans and video game lovers of all kinds. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm in the car. No, I'm not happy about that. As you will have already heard in the channel update that I will have posted earlier today. Pretty frustrated right now about having to not be able to record at home for a lot of reasons. Well, for one real big reason, but I mean, that reason is causing me to miss a lot of the standard recordings for you guys, and I'm just really getting frustrated with that. So I've decided, as I said in the update, that I'm going to try and get everything done in the car as much as possible, which unfortunately means I'm going to have to either tack on videos later on with Kaiba, which probably not going to do to this because this is actually really a long series. So this video is not going to feature Kaiba in any way, shape, or form likely. And I apologize for that in advance. I'm hoping that things will change soon and my dad will start heading back out on a regular basis and give me space to record again. But for now, she be what she be. Otherwise, I have to just stop recording things altogether for the channel other than Puggy content. And while we do all love the Puggy content, I want to get other stuff on the channel as well, such as the second episode of Gernie's Chronicles through Crystal. So, the last time we were here, I'm going to just load this up. The last time we were here for this, we finished up with the battle against our rival, and I believe we went back to the lab and spoke with, yes we did. We spoke with Professor Elm, and we got our Pokemon healed up, hopefully. Come on, start. Curious. Oh, I have to hit above, not below. That's why. I forgot about that. I thought it was a below, but it's above. Yep, Chikorita's, well, 22. 22 is good enough. So we're going to start our journey now, trying to catch some Pokemon. Refresher for everybody and blanket statement for those who are new. I'm going to play this game through 3 times with all 3 different starters. And the rule that I'm playing by is, with the exception of legendaries, trades, and Pokemon that are part of like the journey through the game, such as the Red Gyarados, because I don't think that counts technically as legendary, but it is part of the journey. With the exception of those, I can only catch a Pokemon once in any of the 3 runs. So, for example, today, if I catch a Pidgey, I will not be allowed to catch a Pidgey for either of the 2 following runs. My goal today is actually to go quickly catch a Geodude, if I can. And I might try to catch maybe a Sentret or something, just so I have an extra creature to battle with. But I'm not like that Sentret right there. Is it a good level? Ew, level 2. I think we'll just knock this one out and try and level up to level 8. Because we're definitely going to need Chikorita to be in top form when we get to the gym. Of course, this first gym is the one that has the flying type Pokemon, which is why this is supposed to be the hard mode of the game, as far as I understand it. Nice. There we go. Level 8. Ooh, we got Razor Leaf too. Perfect. Now we have a grass move, so we're good to go. It's an extra attack too, besides Growl, which isn't super great. We do want to get a Sentret, but is that one of the guys that we're supposed to talk to? Today's what, Friday? Friday is Frida. Frida should be over. No, that should not be one of the guys I want to talk to. There should be an item over here, though, that I might want to pick up. Yes. So go grab that. Nice, an extra potion for us. On the plus side, the picture seems a lot clearer today than it did the last time I did this. I think next time I do it at home, I will definitely make sure I zoom in better on the screen. But since I'm playing in the car, I'm kind of cramped anyway, so I do not want to catch the Pidgey. I think actually what I want to catch, which I'm going to have to play this at night one time for this run, is a Hoot Hoot. I think that a Noctowl will be fun for a flying type for this round. Save the Pidgey for... my favorite run of the 3 is probably going to be when I do the Totodile run, just because I always played pretty much as Totodile when I played this game. I'll be the first to admit that I've never played as Cyndaquil to do a run of this. I've played Chikorita 2 or 3 times, but Chikorita is definitely not While I love grass type Pokemon, it's not my favorite Pokemon. But I absolutely adore Totodile. I think it's cute and it always makes me laugh, and it gets you a creature that has Surf basically right away. As soon as you have Surf available, you don't have to go running around trying to catch a water type and train it up. What do you say? I wanted to take a break, so I saved to record my progress. That's a pretty good idea. We should do that at some point. If I remember correctly, there's some Geodudes in the wild up here. You can't get too far up into the mountains, but it does still count as being in the mountains as soon as you get out here into Route 46. So I believe you can catch a Geodude in this wild grass somewhere. There we go. That is what we want. Now, the downside to trying to catch this with a Chikorita is we can't use our grass type move because that's going to instantly kill it, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to give it one shot, and if need be, we will go find another Geodude afterwards, but I'm pretty sure that's going to wipe it out in one go. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Nope, definitely not. So we're going to have to try and wield it, try and get it down some in HP with Tackle, or we're going to have to just try and catch it straight up, which I don't usually have the best luck trying to catch the Pokemon straight up, to be perfectly honest. It's a level 2, but I mean, I'm definitely going to be using it more than I use my Chikorita for this point forward, so I probably could actually catch that level 2 straight up and then just start training it along the way. Plus, it gets me a female Pokemon, which I'm not going to lie, I've always had kind of a preference for trying to catch more female Pokemon than male Pokemon. I think they're just more, it could just be in my head, and it could just be something that is based purely on like what I've learned in sociology and stuff, but I've always thought that the female type Pokemons had more of a calm demeanor, and they were easier to train, that's what I'm trying to say, than some of the male ones. The male ones tend to be more resistant to training, I find. And they tend to miss a lot of the time. Chikorita, what the heck was that? Hit that thing. Ooh, good, a critical hit. Let's see if I can catch it now. Hopefully it's down enough that I can, so I can still actually walk around with it and battle. Start leveling it up. Come on. Dang, nabbit. Geodude is just not wanting to be caught. Should have caught that level 3 one. Just been done with it. Do not kill it, do not kill it, do not kill it. We're going to hit it with one more tackle, and then we're going to go for the Pokeball again, because I only have 5. And I really did want to catch a Sentret on the way to the Pokemon Center, too. In the next town over, Cherry Grove, I believe it's what it's called, if I remember correctly. Alright, Pokeball. No more messing around. Let's catch this thing. Alright, we got the Geodude. The only downside to the Geodude is it won't be able to evolve into a Golem because I have no way to trade it. So the best I can get it to is Graveler, and I'm not going to lie, I've never really liked the look of Graveler, so I might actually just leave it as a Geodude the whole time. Might never level it up to that point. Like, I know you can prevent the evolution of certain Pokemon if you want. And that might be something I look to do. Alright. Let's go to start, and I think we have a berry. Nope, I said go down. There we go. Actually, we should have went to the pack. One more down. 2 potions, an antidote, a poison cure berry. I really don't want to use a potion on the Geodude. We're just going to have to leave Chikorita in there for now and just get over to Cherry Grove as quickly as we can. We'll catch something afterwards. In this episode, my goal is to basically get over to, I think it's Violet is what it's called, city. Probably not going to do the gym battle today. But I would like to make the journey from home to there. Alright, Pokemon's there first. Let's heal up. Yes, please, heal my Pokemon. My 2 little Pokemon. At some point, if I ever get really good at this, I might try one of those like Nuzlocke things or something, but I'm just not that good at this game yet. I'm not good at very many games, to be honest. I play them for fun, not to actually be like skilled per se, like a lot of people are. Not that there's a bad thing about that. I'm not saying that there is, just it's not what I play for. I play mostly to relax, and I find that if I push myself to try and be good, as they say, I end up being not so relaxed and more agitated. So I tend to like a lot more chill games for that reason. All right, Pokeballs. We're going to grab... Yeah, that's a lot. Let's go... 10 feels like a lot too. Let's go 7. Go 7 for now. I think we're okay for everything else. Because there shouldn't be anything that puts me to sleep right now. I could get poisoned, but we do have the 1 poison berry, so we should be okay for that. What do you say, dude? When I was walking in the grass, a bug Pokemon poisoned my Pokemon. I just kept going, but then my Pokemon fainted. You should keep an antidote with you. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Hey, I'm trying to talk to you. Hey, I'm trying to talk to you. Yeah, Pokeballs are in stock. Now let's go get us something. Can't fish yet, so we can't go catch a water Pokemon yet to add to our team, unfortunately, but hopefully there should be a berry on the tree over here, so I'll go grab that and throw it on my Geodude to help him with his training as we get going here, because we definitely have to get him leveled up to like at least 5 or 6 would be ideal before we get to the gym. Item, give. Okay, fine, don't go down. Berry. Yes, please. Thank you. Alright. Let's go see if we can catch a 3rd friend. What we got? What we got? What we got? Ooh. You know what? I'm going to go with that, actually. That's not a bad choice. Ooh, it's a level 4, too. It's not going to do any worth a damn against the flying gym, but I mean, I can eventually level that up into a Butterfree and get some pretty cool moves on it. So I'm going to go with catching that for this run. Darn it, Geodude, you have to actually hit it, though. Yeah, I'm going to hit like 3 more times, and then I'm going to try it for the Pokeball the first time. Also keeping an eye on the clock because I want to go home and see my buddy at home. Pretty stoked for this weekend, actually. It's a 3-day weekend for us in Ontario, and most of Canada has the holiday, I think. I don't think everybody does yet, which is why I don't get to get paid for it unless I give up one of my personal holidays, which is what I decided to do, because there's no way I'm not going to get paid for 4 hours on a day off. They give us like 4 personal holidays each year that we can use for whatever we want, essentially, as long as they get approved. So, but it is family day, and I'm going to spend the day with my family, aka my baby boy. And I'm hoping that it'll be a nice weekend overall, just the three of us together, or the two of us together, hanging out and having a lot of fun together. Okay, so we've already caught a Caterpie, so we don't need to catch another one. So you can knock this one out, Geodude, and level yourself up some. Hopefully. That was a critical hit? Shoot. This is going to take a bit. Keep going, Geodude. I do have 2 other videos to shoot in this car before I get home today, unfortunately. The first one being the channel update that I spoke about earlier, and the second one being the mail opening that I mentioned earlier last week or the week before. I've been wanting to get this out there and to do it for you guys for a while, but I haven't been able to because of the issues with the like I say, being able to film at home. So hopefully you guys will get to see that video today as well, or maybe I'll post it tomorrow. Just trying to see if I can catch one or get one more Pokemon to like attack me before I try to, because I'm going to see if I can get the Geodude up a bit and then use a potion or the berry that's already attached to it to get it ready to go against Joey Youngster. Probably will have to go back and heal up at the Pokemon Center just to restore my move count, unfortunately, but since Geodude has only the one move and I've already used 15 of it. Darn it, Geodude. You have to hit yours. Ooh. That Pidgey does 2 damage at a time. That thing might actually win this race. I'm going to probably have to use a potion. Yep, I'm definitely going to have to use a potion. Yeah, we'll risk it for the biscuit. Alright, potion it is. Yep, that critical hit would have definitely killed me for sure. Darn Pidgey being faster than my Geodude. Come on, Geodude, kill it. That should get you a nice boost of experience. 31 points. There we go. Aw, I was hoping you would learn Defense Curl. Okay, fine. We're going to fight Joey Youngster first, and then we'll go back and heal up if we need to. Our first Pokemon battle of the year. Or of the series. Actually, I suppose that's not true. We fought our rival already. Second Pokemon battle of the series, but the first one against an actual, like, random trainer in the wild instead of just our rival. Level 4 Rattata. Probably can take that, but I might have to actually switch at some point. Because Geodude might run out of tackles before she finishes it off. That tail whip is concerning, though. Not gonna lie. Of course, if the darn thing can't hit me, that's not gonna be an issue. Spoke too soon. It only did 2. Despite the tail whip. Nice job, Geodude. You got this. Finish it off. Ah, spoke too soon. There we go. Nice. Okay, you've got to learn Defense Curl now. Really? I lost again. Daggone it. Daggone it. Do I get Joey's number? I think I get Joey's number. Why not? Sure. Nice. Well, you know what? We're going to risk it. Geodude won that one. I think he can beat the... I think this guy has a Weedle, if I remember correctly. Just checking what time it is and keeping it on the battery because I don't have an ability to plug it in, really, so... Have to make sure we don't, kill the phone. Oh, it was a Pidgey this guy had. Level 2, though, so we should be able to beat that fairly simple. Might have to switch to the Caterpie, though, to do the next fight, whatever the next one is. Because I think this person has 2 Pokemon. I was hoping you would knock it out with that one, Geodude, but you got it the next time. Critical hit! Why didn't you critical hit it last time? 22 points, not bad. Almost a level 5. Yeah, I don't think you've got enough in you to do the Rattata. And the Caterpie's... I forgot the Caterpie had its butt kicked, so we better put Chikorita in, I guess. It'll be a quick one. If I had like a PPP restore or something, then sure, I would have kept Geodude in, but I don't think 3 tackles is going to be enough to take out that level 4 Rattata. This one Razor Leaf might be enough, though. Nice job, Chikorita. And Mikey's out now, too. Sent some money to Mom. We'll have to go back to the Pokemon Center, unfortunately, and heal up because we got our butts kicked a little too hard along the way here so far. Really would wish I could play the music for you guys because I enjoy the music of this game a lot. But I have a really sneaking suspicion that the moment I start playing the Pokemon music, some bot is going to pick up on this and realize what I'm doing, and then they're going to like censor my channel or something, and that's going to suck. I got away with it when I was doing the Pokemon GameCube game, I think, specifically because it was on TV. You could see my TV while I was playing. I did do some narration too, but also I think it was mostly just because my sub count at that time was like 40 people. So I have a feeling the higher you get in subs, the more likely it is you get noticed by the bots. And while we do want to grow the channel by all means, I definitely have a feeling that it's going to bite me in the butt at some point too, potentially, with regards to some of these videos like this one. This series, I mean, in particular. Knock out this level 3 Caterpie and then move on. Should be able to get to Vermilion, Violet, whatever the heck it is, really soon. If I remember correctly, there's only 2 more trainers I have to fight along the way here. It's just a matter of how much wild Pokemon I'll have to deal with in the grass. Since we caught the Caterpie, I'm not going to catch a Weedle, though, unless I need it for a trade. I will raise the Caterpie to a Butterfree for this round, and I will save the Beedrill, because Beedrill is actually one of my favorite old school Pokemon, so I usually enjoy catching one of those and training it up. But I'll save that for when we do either the Totodile or the Cyndaquil run. Getting Geodude leveled up as soon as we can, so it can fight the birds for me, 'cause I want to win. Level 5. The tricky thing is you can't level them up too high, because if you don't have a badge, then they start not doing what you want them to, and then it becomes more difficult to win the battles, so you have to like find that sweet spot, which is why I'm aiming to try and get this to like level 7, but not higher than that before the gym, because in the gym, since the Geodude's going to do the majority of the work for me, I have a feeling that it's going to level up pretty quickly in that gym. So in fact, I think I'll actually switch to Caterpie for the next trainer battle. Swap you for the Caterpie for the next trainer battle. Whoop! Accidentally left. Nope, we don't want to reset. Alright, here we go. Oh, I thought the next trainer battle was first, but apparently it's not. There it is. I believe that person's a trainer, if I remember correctly. Turn and face them. Oh, no, she's not. Prepare to battle if you look one in the eyes. There we go. If I remember correctly, this guy has a Weedle, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge to beat, but it should be a good training for my Caterpie. And if we have to, we can always switch to Geodude. Ooh, Caterpie versus Caterpie, actually. Go Caterpie! Knock out Caterpie! If anybody remembers the original show, I think this is like episode 3 of that show, maybe, when Ash had his Caterpie. Was it his Caterpie faced off another? No, it was a Metapod against a Metapod, I think it was. And they just like sat there and like hardened and did nothing, and it was hilarious. Ooh, nice shot. One more hit and that should go down, as long as we don't miss. Nice. Good start, good start. What else do you got? Oh, another Caterpie. Perfect. I thought you had a Weedle, but I guess that's the next bug catcher that we run into who has a Weedle. So this should be a Singe battle too, hopefully. Then Caterpie will at least level up to 5 off of this victory if I can win before my Caterpie gets to the point where I'm worried it might get knocked out. No critical hits, no critical hits. So far, so good. If I hit a critical hit, that'd be awesome, but apparently not. Ooh. Alright, Caterpie. Don't think we had any extra potions, did we? Oh, we do. You know what? I'm going to heal you up. I want you to get the majority of this experience, so Geodude doesn't need the battle victory. Not as bad as you do. Because you're probably going to need to be a Metapod when we get to that gym too, if we're going to use you in any way, shape, or form against the bird Pokemon. I don't remember what level you level up at for Metapod. I think it's fairly early, but not crazy early. It might be like level 10 or something. Okay, well, I'm going to switch Caterpie back out because I don't have the extra potion anymore, so we'll put Geodude back there. Just in case we run into a couple wild Pokemon along here. I will say I am worried about running into a Bellsprout, though. I do believe there are some in here. Because you catch one of the Bellsprout to trade for the Onix, so you can do the gym easier too. Which we're definitely going to probably do. I'll let the Geodude fight this Caterpie. Keeping an eye on the time. Okay. Probably when we get to the actual city. Yeah, it is a city in the game. We're going to go save at the Pokemon Center and stop there for this episode. I want to keep them fairly short. I don't want the episodes to be more than like 40 minutes, something like that. Because I feel like the longer they are, the less likely it is people will actually watch them all the way through. And also, it saves space on my phone for other videos, so... There we go. We got the defense girl finally. Nice. Apparently it's level 6. Pidgey. Ooh, level 5. You know what? I'm going to say no. I want to get this episode. Oh, you little bum. All right. You want to bring it on? Let's bring it on. Now it's on. On like Donkey Kong. Oh, sand attack. That sucks. That sand attack could become a problem if that Pidgey uses it frequently enough. Good job, Geodude. One more and you should have her down. Nice. All right, Pidgey. You wanted to keep me in the battle? Well, now you're dead. Fainted. I really do wonder what happens to wild Pokemon that faint, though. Joey Youngster already wants a rematch. I doubt there's a Pokemon as cool as this guy in your party. Oh yeah, I took down a Caterpie in the wild the other day. Nice. It was a cakewalk. Well, I guess it can't be helped, us being so tough. All right, later. Funny phone calls from Joey Youngster. Nice. Found a potion. Might need that. Alright. I'm going to try and avoid fighting that trainer for now. And just go over and save. Ah, so close. Final Caterpie. If you let me leave, I won't hurt you. Alright. We will go over here. We will come back and chat with you people later. It was Violet City. I was right the first time. Okay. Vermilion must be in Kanto. Heal our Pokemon. And then we will go over here. Oh. I'm just going to save it. We saved it under 3 last time, so we'll keep it there. Just make sure that it actually saved. Load. Looks like we're good. Okay. And that is the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this small part of the journey. In the next episode, I am going to do I'm going to probably actually try to do a night recording if I get a chance to for the next episode. Catch that Noctowl. Try and get that Bell Sprout as well if possible. And trade it for the Onyx. And then we should be good to go for the gym. So that is what you guys have to look forward to in the next one. But in the meantime, in between time, thank you for watching. Much love to you all. And from Kai at home and myself in the car to you, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.